Cody, you're a little bit late with this week's video. I know, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. But hey, you know what? That was a perfect opportunity to talk about why is that? Because I haven't seen too many automotive YouTubers talk about, well, how goddamn expensive this is. Now, look, as much as I would love to come out with videos every single week that are substantial and make a big change or transformation on the car, or be working on multiple different vehicles every single different week, unfortunately, I can't really do that because one thing that I don't feel like a lot of automotive YouTubers talk about is exactly how expensive this is. Not just as a hobby, but if you're looking to create content on a consistent, regular basis, well, there's a couple things that come along with that, like finances, energy, and balancing it with your job if you actually have one. Now, as for me, this isn't my full-time job. No matter how much I wish that it was, and no matter how many parts I wish I could just purchase every single day, all willy-nilly without any recourse, unfortunately, that's not the reality of what I'm doing here. I'm trying to show you guys that just a normal person working a 9-to-5 job can get into automotive sports, and while I don't know if I would consider myself successful, at least I'm having fun with it. But that's just the thing, right? Is having fun with it. Well, don't get me wrong, it'd be awesome if I could do this and make a living off of it. I truly actually enjoy working on cars, whether it's making them look better, making them drive better, or just sitting in them. I actually really enjoy cars. It's like grown-up Legos. Except for if you step on something that's sharp, usually it's going to go through your foot. That being said, there's also something to be said about the fact that I also really like making content. And when I started this channel, I really wanted to hold myself to a higher standard than most by uploading one video a week consistently. So far, we've done that, and I'm very proud of myself for that. However, sometimes starts feeling like you're not making anything substantial. It's nothing that somebody's going to want to sit and watch for 8 to 15 minutes so you can appease the algorithm. And that's okay. At the end of the day, this channel is mostly for me. And those of you guys who come by and watch the channel, enjoy what I'm doing, like, comment, and subscribe, and all of that stuff, that's an awesome bonus. But one way or another, I'd still be recording and editing videos just the same as I'm doing now. That being said, making consistent weekly content has taught me one thing, and that's that if you want to do it full time, it's very expensive, and it's honestly built a lot more respect for a lot of the bigger name dudes out there. And that's not to say that I'm comparing myself to large everyday or every other day content creators, because I'm certainly not them, and I'm certainly not wanting to compare myself to them, because comparison is a thief of joy. However, it is something that you have to look at when you're looking at trying to build a channel and try and learn the algorithm as you go. You watch the people who are doing it bigger, better, and more sustainably than you are to try and learn from those people as they set an example for everybody else. I can't overstate how much respect I have for those people and what they're having to do on a day-to-day basis to keep their channels going, growing, and consistently pumping out new content every single week. It's pretty impressive. I would think that you'd be pretty ignorant to say that it's not. It is a full-time job for them. And quite honestly, this is for me. One video a week. That takes quite a bit of my time on the weekends or the weeknights away from my wife and my daughter, for me being in the garage and actually turning a wrench. That being said, do I want to make more content? Absolutely. However, this thing, which was originally supposed to be just my daily driver, that I was slowly going to turn it into a streetable track car, well, it's not really streetable anymore just because, you know, solid bushings and really stiff suspension and unadjustable seats with with little to no padding in them. It's become more something that I enjoy taking to the track and driving at the track than I do actually driving around town or anywhere else. And this is not to say that I'm complaining. I'm very happy with where I'm at. The build is really great. I love the damn car with all my heart, and I'm going to keep building it. There are no complaints that I have aside from I wish it wasn't quite as hot outside so I can enjoy my time in the garage. But I always feel like I need to get it off my chest a little bit that I wish I could create videos of me doing something to the car every single week. Unfortunately, that's just not realistic. When I started, I did have quite a bit of a backlog of things that I needed to do to the car and things that I had laying around that needed to be installed or adjusted or things of that nature. And so it was easy for me to pump out a new video of me actually doing something meaningful every week. And unfortunately, I've just run out of that backlog. So while I'm waiting on more things to arrive or figuring out what the next thing is, I appreciate you guys just being patient with me and hanging out and checking in on the videos anyways. That being said, coming up soon, I do have quite a few pieces of content that I'm going to be producing. First and foremost is this thing. We have a 5.3 that our neighbor down the street so graciously gifted us. I've gone through the whole disassembly process with it, but it still needs to go to the machine shop, get hot tanked, gone through, made sure everything is good, clean, and proper, and then we're gonna reassemble it. New bearings, new rings, all of that stuff. We'll be doing a bigger cam in it. I have the heads in a box on the shelf. All right, well, it's the next day. I was going through the footage from yesterday and realized that the microphone had shut off, so I lost all audio. But as I was saying, we're gonna be making around 3 to 350 horsepower in the LS, and we'll be swapping into the drift car. I think 350 horsepower is just enough to actually have a lot more fun, but not have to go broke buying tires every single event. And then the next thing on the list is Nisha's car. I'm really excited about it. Being that this is her first project car, it's really cool to be able to watch the woman I love start diving into the culture and the community and learn what she wants to build herself, being that after 10-ish years working on cars, building cars, kind of become jaded to that feeling of doing something new to a new vehicle. So she wants to go the low and show route. We're gonna do that with this thing. The next 6 months to a year, there'll be a lot of changes on that. And then on my car, hopefully 2025, we're looking at doing full roll cage, doing the LS swap, and then just driving a whole hell of a lot more. And then aside from that, just little things here and there, improving, tweaking, making sure that we can get the drift car as good as it can be, so that way I can ultimately just enjoy driving more and more and more and more and more. But without really anything else to talk about, I appreciate you guys sitting through this video as long as you guys have. If you're still watching at this point, hit a thumbs up. Please drop a comment down below. Let me know what kind of content you guys want to see from just a normal dude just like you who's just working a job and trying to invest in his passion and have fun in life. I'm gonna end the video here, but I will have some more content coming up here this next week. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel for that. And until next time, y'all have a good week. Peace.